This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl. Dino, what a cracker in that last one, a second. That's the potential we want to see.
Yeah, well, it's felt like we just needed to string a few things together to get a result, and we had a great practice day leading into the racing, had a toughish day yesterday where we just didn't start well, and so today we wanted to get a couple of good starts and see if we can turn those into good results. And the first one, we were second around the first mark, but managed to sort of pooch the first run. Which was really frustrating because we felt like we deserved better than the result we got there, but then to sort of bounce back and have a second in the last one was really satisfying.
Yeah, I think you were winning at times in that second one as well, but like you say, maybe that the hunger from the first race really pushed you over the edge to go well in that second one.
Yeah, well, I think we're just more frustrated because just the first one felt like it should have been a better result than what it was, and but it's sailing in these conditions, it's sailing against these tough teams, and you've got to get everything right. And but it was really it was satisfying to mix it up at the front, and hopefully Bermuda we can take it another step further.
Can't wait, and you guys might have 2 boats by the time Bermuda comes around?
No, we've still got a long way to go before we'll be doing our own training program, so we'll sail just the normal practice days leading into the event. And then the plan after that is do some sailing after the Louis Vuitton World Series event there.
Excellent. And you'll be pairing up with Jimmy. It was interesting in the second race today. You were almost sailing him off the course, covering him nicely. A few memories, maybe? There's always a lot made of the sort of the rivalries out there, and you do sort of you always have a bit of a look around every now and then just to see where your mates are. But yeah, it was good. I was sort of happy with the day, happy with the event, but we still know we can be a lot better than what we were. Yeah, and I think you said in Portsmouth that the team has potential. You've just got all these things to line up behind the scenes, and you've been working your butt off with getting all of that stuff organised as well as sailing. It's pretty awesome to see you performing out in the water, even though you've got to be doing all of this stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, it is, and I think the thing that I sort of keep focusing on is the fact that we haven't actually put any effort into the sailing other than at the events. We don't do anything in between at the moment until we actually are set up and running, and so hopefully once we do get the ability to develop, then we can sort of make some progress in the results as well.
It's going to be unbelievable. I can't wait to see that happen.
Thank you. It'll be good fun.
Yeah, finally we had a good race. We've been saying all week and all at the last event, we know we can do it. And, we had a great start and we kept it very simple. I think once you get to Mark 1 in first position and with a lead like we did when we got there, it's just about keeping it simple the whole way around. And, the little bit of a gain here and there turns into a big lead and you sail away from the race. And that's what Oracle did yesterday. And, the disappointing thing for us today is that we just couldn't do it in race 2 and we had a really difficult race. For us to execute a good race in front of the home crowd, in front of all these people who are coming down here to watch us sail, and we felt like heroes, and it was awesome. And it was just a huge team effort, to keep putting the boat back together, getting it on the water this week, and it was the perfect way to repay everyone for all their hard work. Like now we've got a position where we know that we can win races, not just training races, but proper races. We've got 4 races coming up in Bermuda, and we're really excited about that. We know the race course pretty well in Bermuda, and we're looking forward to getting out there and doing some racing.
How was today?
It's a bit frustrating for us today, but you have days like that.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you still had some speed, I think. You were churning it away in that first race, but then the second one maybe couldn't find the extra gear, or what was going on?
Yeah, we had a little error in the setup, and we didn't quite have the speed that we had in the rest of the regattas. So yeah, it's frustrating. But
you've identified that, and I guess it's always learning.
Exactly. We really learnt today, and we'll take that into Bermuda and move forward. But we're very confident when it gets windy, and when the boat handling gets hard. So we're in a good spot.
Yeah, excellent. No, you guys have really shown that you've got what it takes to manhandle it around, and this is just a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different, as you say, it's a different game when it's light. I actually have to do some work, which I don't really like. But it's the boys did a good job with the boat handling and.
Yeah, and the event overall for you, you've learned. I think you might be coming back next time around.
Yeah, obviously the event's been awesome. It's been nice and sunny today and nice and windy yesterday, but they just got to combine the two for next year.
Exactly. And we got 2 days of racing in, double points.
Yeah, exactly. We did the whole rest of the season was as big as today.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly. All
right. So what's coming up for you guys? You're heading to Bermuda, a bit of training.
Yeah, we'll go back home. We've got our development boats back in Portsmouth, so we'll go sailing in those, and they're slightly different beasts to these. But then we'll do some training before Bermuda, and we'll be there the week or so before.
Sure. And are you doing any other sailing in between, or you're fully focused on this?
No, it's just this. It's full time. It's it's more than 9 to 5. It's 7 to 8.
I think you guys, Ben Ainslie Racing, you seem to be the only team really that has everybody completely focused in the one spot all the time. Do you think that is perhaps why you've got that boat handling edge at the moment?
I think so. We're working pretty hard in the gym. We've got a really good trainer who's kicking our ass. And then we've got all the designers in the base in Portsmouth, and that place is an absolute fortress. So so that's a real useful asset, and hopefully we'll use that for years to come. But for sure it helps, and we'll go sailing every day if we can. Portsmouth in the winter is obviously not going to be perfect for the weather, but every day we can sail, we will be.
I thought your summer was interesting, but that's another story. Thank you so much for chatting with me, and good luck. And I know you had a tough one here, but it's going to be all good.
Yeah, cheers.
A tough day out there, Ben, but learn some lessons?
Yeah, well, it was a tough day. It was different conditions for all of us, and we didn't have the best of days for us. We didn't sail that well. We had to sort of tough it out a bit to stay on the podium, which we did. Yeah. So overall, in the scheme of things, it was a good overall result. Team New Zealand sailed really well today, particularly in that second race. They really got that right. It's impressive to see, and credit to them.
I think it's kind of nice to see the results mixed up a bit, because at this point of the game you want people to stay in the race, you want to keep thinking about that overall America's Cup at the end of this.
Well, that's right, and that's the nature of this racing, of course, with the double points. And we saw Artemis, who really struggled for not really a fault of their own with breaking their boards yesterday, and won the first race, and all of a sudden they were right in there with a chance. So it really does open the doors to anyone on that final day to go out and have a good day. You've got a good shot at winning, and that's about keeping it open for the spectators, the fans. As competitors, we have to deal with it.
Yeah, I know it can be tricky, and even the breeze today makes it, and it increases the pressure a little bit, because you don't always know exactly what's going to happen, and maybe a bit of a gear issue in the second race in terms of speed.
Yes, well, we made a slight mistake with our setup, which happens. That put us on the back foot. We didn't start well enough either, and so we really had to fight quite hard. But that's sport, isn't it? So you just got to keep going. And the guys have done a great job. We're a new team in terms of racing together, and I think we're coming together well. And Giles Scott, in our tactical role, the relationship with he and I is going well, and really enjoy sailing with this group. So we're happy.
We just had a chat then, and I noticed, still I think your boat handling is going exceptionally well, and I made the comment maybe it's because you guys seem to be fully focused, all of you, on the campaign 100%, and people not coming and going. But that said, Pete Burling's doing his Olympic thing, and maybe that was a bit of an edge today. What do you think?
Well, I think it's right. It's very different approaches, and guys like Pete and Nathan, I think if they have the right balance, it's great to go and do the Olympic stuff, and it keeps you fresh. And we have Giles Scott who does that with our team. How much responsibility you can assume in an America's Cup team and do an Olympic campaign, I think that's where you have to get the balance right. But those Pete, Nathan, Giles, the new generation coming through, they're all incredible talents, and it's good to have them in this cup, and for us it's great to have Giles.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Good luck for the next one. Hopefully I'll see you in Bermuda, and I'm sure you learned a lot of lessons here.
Yes, thanks. See you.
Thanks. Jimmy, gosh, it looked a bit tricky out there today, mate.
It was a tough day. It was really, really challenging conditions, on the lighter end, no foiling. And we've got some work to do in those conditions. We definitely didn't feel quick out there, and the first race we just didn't get off the start line, and we were just battling. The second race we got off well, and we had a nice little lead actually. And then again we just were fighting the whole time, and so we've really got to go away and try and make some improvements to our technique and that sort of stuff.
Sure. Yeah, it looked like maybe there was some communication stuff that didn't click as well today as yesterday, maybe?
I think what happens is when you're kind of slower than the others, it's so difficult, Tom's trying to put us in the right spot, but if you can't protect, a manoeuvre or whatever, it's tough on everyone. So again, we've got to go back and make a step. We felt like we made a good step in the foiling, yesterday we felt comfortable. But today we simply weren't as quick as the others, and we've got to make some changes and figure out what's going on.
That said, you still held on to second, so now you've got 2 seconds. I think the team's going quite well.
Yeah, look, I mean, we're happy to be on the podium again. Obviously, we wanted to win. There's no two ways about it. But yeah, I mean, look, we've got Bermuda. That's a goal for us now. I mean, that's really our kind of home event.
You get to go home, yeah.
And so look, we'll be doing everything we can. We've got some time to work on a few things. And but look, full credit to to the Kiwis, because they had a great day today. They sailed very well, and hey, the results do the talking. There's no excuses in this fleet.
No, it's. I think they're going to keep you on your toes, these young ones.
Yeah, I mean, it just showed. I mean, anyone can win the races, and there's talent throughout the boats. Everyone's got the same gear, so the guys who are winning, the guys who are up the top, they're there for a reason. That's because they're sailing well. It's as simple as that. So it's it's great. I think it's awesome. The results do the talking.
Yeah, no, I think that's really nice. But talking about One Design and then looking at development, you'll be going back to Bermuda to play with your little developmental toys?
Yeah, we'll be going straight back there. The guys, our boat building team and designers have been working really hard. We'll relaunch our boat in about a week, and we won't touch the World Series boat. We'll get that for the practice day in Bermuda, and we'll just be flat out really with our development boat and working towards the Cup.
And how's all that going though? Like anything new, anything you want to tell us about with the development boat?
No, it's just really to change it more towards the America's Cup class, really. Like, people will see a change in the layout, so they have the other pedestal in there.
Yeah, I haven't heard rumours about this pedestal.
So that'll be great. And yeah, really just getting out there and training the guys and trying to understand what we're coming up against in terms of, the energy, how much the guys have got to perform in the manoeuvres, and so that'll be great. So we're all pretty excited to get back there and get out in the water.
Awesome. Well, hopefully I'll get to join you. Plans are in place. We'll see what happens. But it was great to catch up with you here, and steps in the right direction.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks.
No worries. Awesome. Thanks, buddy. I'll see you soon, yeah?
Colin, how are you?
Pete, what a glamour. You went out, had a 2 and a 1, did what you had to do. How's it feel to win your first America's Cup World Series event?
Yeah, we're obviously absolutely stoked to come away with the win there in that last race, and we're really happy with how the first race went to tie it all up after yesterday, and then to come away with the goods in the last race and to be able to knock over a few of the heroes from the last America's Cup under pressure like that was really pleasing for us as a new team.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. I spoke to Ashby yesterday, and he said that having you on board and having just come back from Rio, having a little bit of the touch happening in light air may have been a strength for you guys, and that might have shown today.
Yeah, you definitely spent a lot of time drifting around in Rio and just trying to finesse the boat around in some lighter air, and for us I think that's a real strength of Blair and myself been doing so much yachting and other areas, but we're really happy that how it gelled today and how we managed to get away with the win in the last one.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. Now, I've been with you when you've won the Moth Worlds this year. I was there in Weymouth. Then you went on to Rio. You're 17 on the run in the 49er, and then this one. I mean, where are you going to stop, mate?
Oh, we're just trying to keep it going, to be honest. We're really happy with how we're going at the moment. We know everyone's charging just as hard to try and catch us, and we're just trying to keep pushing forward.
That's absolutely awesome. So we're going to see you in the Moth again, no doubt. We spoke about that earlier in the year. You'll jump back in that next year. You've got your America's Cup stuff happening. You exhausted yet?
We actually got a couple of weeks off after this, so we're looking forward to having a little rest and recharge the batteries and get back into Bermuda.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. And the Emirates guys, you'll head to Bermuda. Will you do some training there after the event?
We're not quite sure yet, to be honest. We're just looking forward to a bit of time off at home and recharge the batteries and make some decisions after that.
Sounds good. Takes it as it comes, Burling.
Beauty.
Nice. Thanks. So there you have it, the end of another edition of the Louis Vuitton America's Cup World Series here in Gothenburg. Absolutely awesome. Emirates Team New Zealand took their first win, followed by Oracle Team USA, and then the prior winner for the event in Portsmouth, Land Rover BAR. Incredible racing today. Very light, very tricky, very shifty, and great to catch up with so many of these skippers and team members as well. Massive efforts by the shore crews here, and congrats to the organisers for another great event. As for me, signing off here in Europe, I'm heading back to Australia. This has been the end of magnificent 12 weeks here in Europe, and I can't wait for more adventures. Thank you so much for joining me, and there's plenty more to come.
It's over the beaches from now on.